guys! So I have literally decided just now that I want to try a version of Vlogmas. I don't know why, because I definitely don't have the time to be doing it this year. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to post videos the past couple of weeks because I've been applying for graduate school, but most of those applications are pretty much out of the way at this point, so I'm hoping maybe I'll have a little bit more time. I really want to get back to filming. I'm planning to film like 3 videos this week to be going up throughout December, because December is still going to be busy and I'm going to be traveling a lot to go home for the holidays, of course. So I don't know why I think I can do Vlogmas in any capacity, but I will give it a try. So instead of doing daily vlogs, I'm obviously late, it's like the 3rd of December already, I'm actually going to try weekly vlogs throughout December. And I have never done weekly vlogs before. A lot of my vlogs are just however long a period it takes to finish a decent amount of books. Or I recently tried a weekend reading vlog and that seemed to go over well. But I wanted to give a weekly reading vlog a try, and I thought, why not during Vlogmas? I love Vlogmas, I love watching Vlogmas, but there's just so much content coming out at the end of the year. So I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to add on to that with my own content in addition to wanting to watch everyone else's, plus getting actual reading done. So I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, honestly, but I love it so much, and being on YouTube now, I feel like I have to give Vlogmas a try at least once, because I didn't do it last year because I was still very new to YouTube at that point. But after being on YouTube for a year now on BookTube, I feel like I have a little bit more confidence to try Vlogmas. Again, it's probably going to fail miserably, but you know what? I have missed filming and I just want to vlog because it's the easiest version of filming and it's actually the most fun that I have. I really enjoy making vlogs, so that's what we're gonna try and do. So I'm going to hopefully get weekly vlogs up every week of December. We'll see how that goes. Oh shoot, my rice is boiling. 1 minute. Okay. I'm really glad actually that a lot of my application stuff is done. I've written all of my essays and everything, and it's just a matter of editing them and submitting them to the last couple schools, and then one other school that has a completely different admissions process that I have to go through. But I will probably put that off until January or so after the holidays, because I don't think they'll be responding to me anyway during December, so no need to stress myself about that. So I just have 2 more applications that I need to do. I have done all of my Christmas shopping. I actually did it all in one day, which was amazing and fantastic. So I'm good on that front. So it's literally just getting through the last couple weeks of work and submitting all my applications, and I guess looking into funding because I haven't done that either. I'm so behind. And then catching up on BookTube, which I really want to do, and catching up on reading because my reading has been absolute trash recently. It's been awful. But yeah, basically my string of DNFs have not really let up since October. I think it started in October, if not September, I can't remember. But it's just, I keep picking up bad books and books that I'm not interested in, and I don't know what's happening. I feel like I haven't read a good book in a very long time. So that's upsetting. I don't really feel like I'm in a reading slump so much as I just don't have time to read. I was literally working 11-hour shifts at work and then coming home and working on my application essays for the past like 3 weeks. So I did not do anything else. I am so behind in my animes and I have not read any books. I need to fix that because I'm in a very sad place. Not really, I'm actually pretty happy, but I want to be reading more. There's also a bunch of really amazing readathons happening in December that I want to participate in them all, but again, I don't have any time and I don't feel like I'll be able to. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and fit one in. I really liked, it's like a readathon about readathons, and it sounded really cool when I was listening to it at work today, so I might look into if I can participate in that, possibly. But other than that, there's also a ton of just really amazing readathons happening. There are so many amazing readathons this year. It's been great, and I really want to get back into it because I really enjoy them. It's just a matter of if I actually have time to read. As for what I'm currently reading, let me just grab it. Dropping things. I'm reading The Snow Queen by Joan D. Vinge. This is a Sword and Laser book club pick because those are the only books I seem to be reading recently, because I can only read like one book a month, not even. This is last month's pick, this is November's pick, so I have just started it, and I don't know how I'll feel about it. It was a Hugo winner. It'll be interesting. I'm planning to pick this up soon. I've only read like the prologue, so I have no real feelings about it yet. But after my DNFs recently, it's the next one on my list. In addition to the Book of Nocera by Luke Ryan, which I started way back in Ebook-a-thon and I have not finished yet. I read a good chunk of it yesterday actually on the plane, so hopefully I'll be able to finish that soon, but it's not really a priority. It's just when I happen to be out in the world and without a book, so we'll see when that one gets done. I do want to finish it before the end of the year though, because I don't actually have that much left to go. But yeah, those are what I'm currently reading. As for plans for December, I feel like, well, I definitely have to read this, and then I have to read the December book club pick, which is Hogfather by Terry Pratchett, which I'm actually kind of happy about because I am reading the Discworld series right now. It will be out of order for me because I am reading it chronologically, but because it's the Discworld, it doesn't need to be read chronologically, so I'm fine with like jumping ahead and reading Hogfather, even though I'm not that far in the series yet. And that is supposed to be a Christmassy book. I think Hogfather is basically Santa in that world, so that should be a good pick for this time of the year. Other than that, I don't know what else I will manage to get to before the end of the year, because again, I will be working. I have the last of my apps to submit, and then I will be traveling from December 20th to January 5th, so we'll see. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get vlogs up while I'm traveling. That'll be interesting. I'll figure it out when I get there. Are you freaking kidding me? They put the pressure cooker up at the top. I am so short and that's so heavy. How the heck am I supposed to get that? What? So I've just gotten home. It's already dark outside. It's like not even 5, I don't think. Nope, not even 5, and it's completely dark outside because it's cloudy and rainy, which is fine. I like it, but I'm planning to film a video today and I have no light, so that'll be fun. I also have some exciting packages, nothing bookish, but my mom did send me a Instant Pot because I don't know why, she did. So I now have a pressure cooker. I hate cooking, but my boyfriend would probably appreciate it, so we'll see. I also got a package from Influencer. It's from Drunk Elephant. You probably didn't know, but I also run a makeup Instagram, and so I get sent makeup and skincare and body care stuff for review sometimes, and I have the Drunk Elephant box this month, which is super exciting. I've never tried anything from Drunk Elephant because it's very, very expensive, but I'm really actually very excited to try it. They said, wow, they're like full-size stuff too. So I have the Shaba Complex Eye Serum. I have the Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense, so their sunscreen, I guess. Eye cream, sunscreen. And then the Be Hydra Intensive Hydrating Serum. I'm not sure if this is like a serum or a moisturizer. I am in need of a new moisturizer, so that would be great. And the C Firma Day Serum, which is their vitamin C serum, which I've been looking to get back into because I used to use vitamin C serum, but I didn't really find it was making any difference. So we'll see if this one makes a difference. So that's exciting. I thought I would just share that with you because I'm very excited about it. These are full-size products, so that's pretty crazy, and I'm actually super stoked to try those because I'm almost out of a lot of my skincare and I need to buy more anyway, so perfect timing. Okay, I am probably going to film my November wrap-up right now, and we'll see where it goes from there. I have 2 more videos that I'm planning to film, my best books of 2019 and my reading plans for 2020. I was going to try and batch film them, but I don't know if I have the energy to do that right now, so I'll probably just film one of those today, probably my wrap-up, and do the rest of them at some other point in time, probably later in the week or this weekend. my computer is giving me problems with the speakers. I can't hear if I'm actually recording anything on my microphone, which is not great.
I've already spilled the tea.
Hello, it is Thursday and I have made myself a nice cup of tea. My favorite tea at the moment. Oh my god, it's so good. It's an herbal tea and I never like herbal teas, but this one is just amazing. It's making me actually want to start my own herb garden so that I can make my own teas. And I never thought I'd say that because I have no interest in growing anything really, unless it's like an aquatic plant like back there. I've never had an interest in gardening, but this tea is just so good. And I think it'd be so cool to like be an herb witch. I've always wanted to be an herb witch. Plans for 2020, maybe. Starting my own herb tea garden in my apartment. I don't know where the heck that's gonna go in here. It's a very small apartment and I don't have any backyard or outdoors. That's completely beside the point. I wanted to sit down and give an update. I was able to film and edit and schedule my video yesterday. That will be going up on a Wednesday, and that's my November wrap-up. I've decided that I want to put up my weekly vlogs on Sunday nights, and my regular videos go up on Wednesday mornings. So this video will be up first, and then my November wrap-up will be up on Wednesday. I also mentioned that there was a readathon that I wanted to try and participate in, and it's the 2019 Readathon Recognition-A-Thon created by Meg from Tome Infinity, and it's in conjunction with the BookTube Awards. And I thought it was just such an interesting concept going through the year and looking at all of the amazing readathons, because there's so many really good readathons this year. So I put together a TBR today while I was at work instead of doing work. It's fine. And I basically tried to fit 4 books that I was planning to read in December into all these readathons, and I've pretty much done it. So I'm gonna just do a very relaxed, very chill TBR for the 2019 Readathon Recognition-A-Thon, and also technically my December TBR, because these are like all the books that I'm planning to read in December. I don't want to add more to my plate than I already have. So the Recognition-A-Thon starts on December 7th, and I believe it goes to the 21st, so it's 2 weeks long. I probably should have gone and picked up all of the books, because I think I have all of the books physically. Yeah, no, I definitely do have all of the books physically. They're just like scattered around. I'll do that. I'll be a good booktuber for once. So I chose a different readathon for every prompt, which is I think what you're supposed to do. I'm looking at it right here because there's just so information. I have my computer, so much information. So the first challenge is tried and true. Find your favorite challenge from a readathon you participated in this year. And I chose the Fantasy Adventure-A-Thon because I think it was so cute and adorable and so fun. It's a choose your own adventure fantasy edition. And I was on Team Mermaid, which was the best. So I chose the prompt Cliff, which is to read a book with a nature word in the title, and I will be reading The Snow Queen by Joan de Vinge. I have started it, barely, as I said. You already know that this is a book that I am supposed to have read last month, but I haven't, so I'm going to try and finish it this month. The next prompt is Say What? Find a readathon you never heard of this year and complete one of its challenges. So this one was a lot of fun to look for. I ended up finding the Read D&D-A-Thon, which just sounds like so much fun. You get to build your own character based on the books you read, and that just sounds amazing, and I wish I could have participated in it. I think there's another one that's very similar to this. I think it's probably called D&D Readathon or something like that, where it's a very similar concept where you read books to build your character, and then I don't know if they have one where you complete a story. I don't know. I need to do more research into them and actually participate in them because they sound great. So the prompt that I picked for this one is Elf, read a high fantasy book. Literally, like, all of the books that I have remaining are high fantasy, so what am I going to say for this one? I'm going to say City of Lies by Sam Hawke. This is high fantasy about poison and herb stuff. Again, back to my herb witch stuff. Except this is much more sinister, I believe, because it's all poisons rather than just healing herbs, which is what I would like to do. And then the next prompt is, that's my favorite. Find a readathon based on a book genre you love and complete one of the challenges from it. So another readathon that I wish I was able to participate in because it looked like so much fun. And it was the one readathon to rule them all, and specifically the Harry Potter edition that just happened. And because I'm a Ravenclaw, I chose one of the Ravenclaw prompts, which was creativity. Read the first book in a fantasy series. This is the first book in the fantasy series, the Poison War series, I think. Again, I'm gonna make these 4 books that I've chosen count for all of these prompts. The next challenge is Hidden Gems. Find a readathon created by a titanium creator, which is under 20,000 followers, and complete one of their challenges. So I chose the Book Junkie Trials, which is super popular. I also didn't participate in that, and it's another like adventure style. You get to go around a map and complete challenges based on your class, I believe, or at least the first round was. I know she has hosted, she has the winter version going on right now, I think. And she also had another round of this earlier on. So she's run 3 of these, I believe. But from the original Book Junkie Trials, I chose the prompt Queendom Stone, which is to read a book featuring royalty. Both of these have royalty, and I'm pretty sure my other book also has royalty, but these 2 work for that one. The next challenge in the Recognition-A-Thon is Content Champions. Find a readathon created by a platinum creator, over 20,000 followers, and complete one of their challenges. I also didn't get to participate in the Magical Readathon Newts edition. I did do the Owls in April, but I didn't have time to do the Newts. So I will be choosing one of my prompts that I was supposed to have completed for my wand maker career, which is to get an A in Charms. And the prompt for an A in Charms is read a book that you think has a gorgeous cover. Which book do I think has a gorgeous cover? I'm literally just gonna make these works. I actually really like this one. It has like, I didn't even notice, there's a little scene within this knife. And I just think like the smoke and this knife is really cool. Although I really don't like how veiny this guy's arm is. Is this one better? This is The Tiger's Daughter by Arsenault Rivera, which I'm also planning to read. And this one actually does have a really pretty cover. And I love the Asian representation on the cover as well. So I think I'll go with this one for that prompt because it looks so cool. I'm really getting more into art recently. Not high art. I am not a art connoisseur or anything. This is totally getting off topic. The next prompt is supporting all creators. Find a readathon celebrating marginalized books or creators and complete a challenge from it. I am going with Latinx-a-thon, which I wanted to participate in as well. And the prompt that I chose is Latinidad, which is to read a book written by an intersectional Latinx author. This one. This author is born in Puerto Rico and she is queer. So, intersectional Tiger's Daughter. Yes. The next prompt is 'Tis the Season. Find a seasonal or holiday-based readathon and complete a challenge from it. What better readathon than 'Tis the Season-a-thon? And one of their prompts is to read a book with snow on the cover. So, last book on my list. Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. This is also the Sword and Laser Book Club pick for December. So I'm gonna read it. The next prompt is, I have to do what? Find a readathon that intimidates you in some way and complete a challenge from it. I chose Tome Topple for this one. And the prompt is to, of course, read a book that's over 500 pages. That's the point of Tome Topple. But in addition, I'm choosing the specific prompt for read an adult novel. I think this one is over 500 pages. Yep, 550-ish. So, adult, tome, City of Lies. The next prompt is They Made Me Do It, which is have a friend pick a readathon for you and you complete a challenge for it. I asked Twitter. No one has given me a suggestion because I have no friends. So if you have a readathon that you think I should do for this, please let me know. I will find some way to make these 4 books match into whatever readathon you give me. The next prompt is Chaos Theory, which is have a random date generated and find a readathon that happened during that time and complete a challenge. So the date that I ended up with was June 2nd, 2019, and during this time, Emoji-a-thon was happening. So the prompt for the snowman emoji was to read a book set in winter. I just realized I don't know if this is actually set in winter. This may be a problem. I was going to go with this because it says snow, but it's on another planet, and I don't know if it's actually in winter because I think just their queen is named the Snow Queen. This might not work. I might have to find another. Let me Google their prompts again because I'm sure I can find another one that's gonna let me do this properly. All right, Emoji-a-thon. So, Google Doc. I love when everything is on a Google Doc. It's so easy. All right, I'm gonna go with rainbow emoji instead, and that is to read a diverse book. Tiger's Daughter. Asian, Latinx. Yes, that's what we're doing instead. And the last prompt for the 2019 Readathon Recognition-A-Thon is push the limits. Find a readathon that pushes the limits of your reading and complete a challenge from it. I decided to go with Tome Infinity and Beyond, as is fitting since she's the creator of this readathon. And one of the bonus prompts for that is read a sci-fi published before you were born. I don't usually read sci-fi, and with this prompt in particular, it's definitely outside of my comfort zone reading old sci-fi. So I will be going with The Snow Queen. It's a sci-fi book, so it was published in like 53, I want to say. 1980. Okay. Still before I was born, but I was very wrong. So there's that. It still works. And that is all of the prompts for the Recognition-A-Thon. I will be reading these 4 books, hopefully in December. These are all actually pretty chunky books, now that I think about it. Except maybe this one. But this is my December TBR. Wish me luck, because I haven't been reading. Well, I thought it was just a lot of fun to go through and find a bunch more readathons that I had never heard of before or that I didn't get a chance to participate in this year. Because the readathons this year have been amazing, and I just want to do all of them, but I don't have that kind of time.
I love this tea so much. It's so good.
So that is my plan for December. I should be reading some of Snow Queen in this reading vlog, hopefully, please. I did read actually some of it a couple days ago. I am 40 pages in, and so far, very early on in the book, there's incest. Was not expecting that. We will see how this goes. It's still way too early and for me to have an actual opinion on it. It is almost 500 pages, so I have a long way to go. I think today we are going to put up the Christmas tree, which I'm so excited about, and we can finally get rid of all the Halloween decorations, like the freaking pumpkins, and I think there's like a ghost back there. I don't know if you can see it. But there's a ghost back there and like pumpkins everywhere, and I want to change to Christmas because it's Christmas time now. So I will be doing that, and then I can film a bunch of videos in front of my Christmas tree and be super basic. Yes. Also, my film schedule, again, is on Wednesday mornings, which means one of my videos is going to fall on Christmas, which is also my birthday. And I have no idea what video I should do on that. So if you have any ideas for special videos, birthday/Christmas related videos that you'd like to see, please let me know, because I want to do something nice and special, but I'm not quite sure what yet.
Listen to the ending.
Hey, yo!
I just submitted my last applications for the year. I think I'm gonna go make a tea and probably read now. I decided to finally do something with all of my Japan paraphernalia. And this is what I came up with. If this is not the busiest spread you've ever seen, I don't know what is. Honestly. Oh, and this still opens. So I can read instructions for tea, because that's very important. I'm happy with it. You love water because it's so good.
True fact.
True facts. Hello, I am back to ramble some more. I realized when I was editing this video that the whole first part is just me talking for ages. So I didn't really want to do that very much again in the last couple days, but I thought I would end with a final reading update. Ugh. I don't know why I don't grab these beforehand. Yes. So I read a little bit of The Snow Queen, not very much. I am on page 62, so like maybe 30 pages in the last week. It's not really gripping me, and I think the problem is the characters. I don't really connect to these characters, and I don't have much sympathy for them, and I am going to partially blame that on it being incest. So I don't know. I wasn't really feeling this book, so I ended up picking up Tiger's Daughter instead, and I only read like one chapter of this, but so far I'm much more interested in this than I am in The Snow Queen, and that's probably just because it's an Asian fantasy, which is more in my wheelhouse than hard sci-fi, which The Snow Queen is. So this one, I don't think I ever said what it's about because I don't really know what it's about. I just know it's about two girls writing letters to each other and like their love story in this Asian fantasy land. I literally have no idea what this book is about, but so far it's much easier to read, I will say, and the only problem is there's a lot of different character names. Because it is East Asian inspired, they use like family names and then given names and also honorifics. So people can be referred to in multiple different ways, and it gets very confusing what character they're talking about. But that's the only problem I've had with this so far. So hopefully, after reading a little bit more of it, it'll become easier. But we'll see. That is all I ended up reading this week. I have not been reading much, but I did get my final applications in that I need to worry about for the rest of the year. So I should have much more time now, and I feel very good about that. So that's it for this first Vlogmas, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!